It could get worse. It could get worse. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to the channel, United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. Hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday evening. Hope you're all looking forward to the end of the week, and I hope you're all looking forward to another weekend in September 2023. First of all, do me a massive favour for me. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. That is United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. Share the video, hit the tweet button and hit the retweet button. Remember to put the notification bell on all times to receive dedicated content right throughout the rest of 2023 on United Red Devils 20 on YouTube for more Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 4 Last Resort, Rocket League Season 12 Porsche, EA Sports FC 24, FIFA 23, more previews, more match reactions and much more brand stuff planned for the rest of these last few months in 2023 this year. Good evening to all you legends and all you legendary people, and welcome to the first UEFA Champions League reaction to the 2023-2024 season campaign for the first group stage games this evening between Manchester United and Bayern Munich, ending up yet again in another Manchester United defeat, losing 4-3 away to Bayern Munich, away in Germany, and United yet again 3 defeats now in all competitions. It's very disappointing, it's very frustrating, and United have lost and been edged out by Bayern Munich in Germany, where Bayern Munich were the better team, outfought Manchester United, outplayed Manchester United, and United simply were not up to the task in that game. The whole atmosphere inside the Allianz Arena was absolutely electric, and United haven't coped well with the pressure in the last 3 games. I mean, 14 goals conceded in the first 6 games is very, very disappointing. It's just not Manchester United of old. This is Manchester United of new, where the players down tools, the players give up and the players surrender. And yet again, we've waved another white flag in this game, where in the first 25 minutes, Manchester United were the better team. We had complete control of the game. We created 2 early chances early on in the first 4 minutes, where Pellistri should have scored through an Eriksen assist, and then Eriksen should have buried the chance he had one-on-one with the Bayern Munich goalkeeper. It's just very, very disappointing that United yet again have lost another game, a game that I thought United, like I said, were the better team in the first 25 minutes. As soon as the 28th minute hit, Man United gave up. And it showed that United haven't got a clue what they're doing. I don't think the players give a shit. I think the manager is lost. I think the coaching staff don't know what to do. I just think the whole Manchester United scene at the moment is just mess. It's just an absolute travesty what is going on at this football club. And the results on the pitch are affecting it. And it's not making the situation any easier. It is making it a lot harder for the fans and supporters to try and put any trust or any positivity into Manchester United at the moment. But people will say we've only lost by the odd goal. We've only lost 4-3. But it's just the way Manchester United played as a whole after that 28th minute hit, where, you know, Gnabry makes it 2-0. And then Leroy Sané through a ridiculous Onana mistake that pounds the ball into the back of his own net, where Leroy Sané, the whole goal came about where Marcus Rashford lost possession. He lost the ball, gave the ball away. Bayern Munich hit us on the counter-attack. Leroy Sané has a free shot on goal. No one's closing the shot down. And as soon as the ball's left his foot, the ball's in the back of the net. But Onana really should have saved it. The way Onana pounded the ball into the back of his own net, he should have saved it. And the scrutiny now on Onana is going to be intensified after that mistake. That was an easy save to make. I mean, a 5-a-side team at school with a goalkeeper in goal could have saved that. I could have saved that. People in the live chat could have saved that. And it's just very, very disappointing that Onana has distributed himself the way he has tonight. It's just not good enough from a goalkeeping situation where we were meant to improve on David De Gea. And have we really improved with the goalkeeping situation, with the way we're playing and we're trying to distribute the ball? I just don't think it's working. I think it's very, very disappointing so far, the way Onana has conducted himself in Manchester United's goal. The way he brings the ball out of the box, I know that's the way Erik ten Hag wants to play with Manchester United, with Onana in goal. But the way he handled that whole situation for the first goal, is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, you could save that. I mean, it's an easy save for Onana to make. Leroy Sané doesn't really put a lot of power into the shot. So it's a very soft opening goal for Bayern Munich to go ahead on the 28th minute. And then 4 minutes straight after that, Musiala, I mean, what a baller he is. I mean, Musiala for Bayern Munich, what a world-class midfielder that kid's going to be. I mean, Musiala in a Bayern Munich shirt is absolutely world-class. I mean, the talent that kid's got in his feet, it shows the world-class ability he's got. Musiala is on another level compared to that United midfield three of Eriksen, Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. Was absolutely running rings round all three of them. United couldn't get anywhere near Musiala tonight. He was making it look so easy, and it looked like he'd been playing the game for years. Musiala is just another talent. I mean, if you had Bellingham and Musiala in the same team, it would be bloody frightening. And Musiala absolutely frightened the shit out of United tonight. Absolutely conducted himself in a world-class stage in the UEFA Champions League group stage and made the statement of intent that the ability that guy's got, he's going to go very far in his Bayern career if he keeps playing the way he is. He's just absolutely world-class. And the whole second goal came about where Musiala has gone on an absolute whirlwind run, doesn't lose the ball, keeps the possession, gets into the United penalty area. The United back four can't keep him out. And what then annoyed me, Gnabry is left unmarked. No one is marking Serge Gnabry in the United penalty area, which then allows a free shot on goal for Gnabry to make it 2. And those 2 goals happened between each other in 4 minutes. It shows where United's whole game plan went out the window. The first 25 minutes were fantastic. The best we've played probably all season after the Brighton humbling last weekend. And United conducted themselves very professionally. I thought, we went for the juggler. We didn't have anything to lose. It was the first group stage game of the season. And United felt there was a lot of confidence there to take out of that first 25 minutes. But it's just the way United conducted themselves and handled themselves in those basically 7 minutes after the 25th minute where it just went completely and utterly wrong. To concede 2 goals 4 minutes apart is very frustrating if you're a Man United centre-back and you're Onana in goal, because you must be thinking to yourself, what is my back four doing in front of me? What is the midfield trying to achieve? And what is that delusional attack of Rashford, Pellistri and Rasmus Højlund trying to prove? Because it just wasn't Manchester United tonight, and the 2 goals absolutely killed them. That whole first half, those 2 goals killed Manchester United. It absolutely killed them. They didn't know what to do. The heads dropped, the confidence dropped, the morale dropped. Everything just went out the pan. It went out the window, and United didn't know how to conduct themselves. And I didn't really see any response after that. I thought Man United in the second half, I mean, you're 2-0 down at half time, and you've been the better team in the first half based on pure fact alone at what we've all watched and what we've all witnessed. But for the whole 2 goals to be conceded like that, it was very frustrating, because I thought if United would have buried the Eriksen chance or Pellistri would have buried his chance, United could have been 2 or 3-0 up in that first half, and the game against Bayern would have been done. We would have had the win, we would have had the points, and I think, as a whole, United were the better attacking team. But the quality of Bayern Munich, I mean, you look at the midfield, Thomas Müller, Kimmich, Goretzka, Musiala, and you look at that attack, Coman, Choupo-Moting, Harry Kane, I mean, Gnabry. It's absolutely frightening. And I thought Manchester United would have been up for this. I really thought they would have taken the positives of last season, getting Champions League football, getting top 4, winning the Mickey Mouse Cup and the Carabao Cup, and they've gone into the Champions League with no more Thursday night football. And I think United have been too scared. I think United have got a bit too cocky. I think United were a bit too confident they could get something from Germany. And they haven't. We've come away with 0 points, first defeat of the season, and we're bottom of the group already. It's not looking very positive. People will say it's only 1 group game and you've only lost 4-3. But the whole matter of the fact is United did not play well. United were very lacklustre. There is no energy. There is no passion. There's no desire. There's no commitment. There is nothing in that Man United team at the moment that gives you any sign of confidence that team is going to progress under Erik ten Hag this season. I'm really, really sorry already. Are we going to have a bad season where the manager faces the consequences of being sacked? Do we have to start bringing in the question of that happening? Obviously, in my opinion, Ten Hag is not to blame for tonight. Ten Hag is getting the best out of what he can get. He's trying to work with players he's not very comfortable with. He's got a lot of injury problems with 9 first-teamers out, and then the Anthony and the Jadon Sancho situations not being helped either. It's just, as a whole, at the moment, Manchester United have got nowhere to turn. There's no positive around the players. The whole camp is deluded. The whole energy, the whole atmosphere, it's just, there's no excitement. There's no buzz factor. There's nothing that's going to get you off your seat with Manchester United to try and encourage you. And in the second half, I think, Man United were out there 5 minutes before the Bayern Munich team even came out for the second half kickoff. And that's not happened for a very, very long time, that Man United team have been out there 5 minutes earlier than the Bayern Munich team who decided to come on the pitch for the second half to kick off. And then something that doesn't usually happen, the whole United team got themselves into a huddle to try and somehow sprue the team on, try and get something from somewhere to spark a fight back. And when Rasmus Højlund, I'm very, very happy for him. He's got his debut goal. He looked very, very good again tonight with his energy and his body strength and the way he took and conducted his goal to make it 2-1. But then what really, really annoyed me is that Bayern Munich went up the other end. And what is the handball law? What is the rule? I'm completely and utterly lost about what is the rules for the Champions League? What is the rules for the Premier League? Because apparently the rules from the Champions League to the Premier League, there is 2 different rules for the handball law. Shouldn't the handball law all be the same in all competitions? Should it not be the same? Because what annoyed me is we've got the goal back. Højlund's made it 2-1 and he's taken his goal very, very positively. Bayern Munich were then allowed to go straight up the other end, counter-attack from a corner. They get the corner from the previous counter-attack from the 2-1 lead that they had. They Bayern take the corner, and then what idiotically happens then is Eriksen has got his hand out like that. The ball hits his hand and then bounces onto his shoulder. Knowing if the ball hits your hand, that's handball. But the ball has bounced off his hand onto his shoulder and it's given as handball. Owen Hargreaves and Darren Fletcher were on that commentating tonight for TNT Sports 2 HD. And they said clearly it's not handball. Well, by the law and by the way I understand it, if the ball hits your hand, it is a clear and stonewall penalty. But what makes me angry about the decision, Eriksen deep down knows the law of the handball in the Champions League and in the Premier League. He should not be having his hand out like this, knowing if the ball hits his hand and it hits it, the referee has got a clear indication to give a penalty. The Bayern Munich and the Man United players have got every right to surround the referee. Players should be allowed to question decisions given by the referee as well as VAR. And in the end, what happened next is, originally, it's not given. The check was over, check complete. But then after that, 2 or 3 minutes after, the VAR check is still going, even though the indication was the check was already over. That made no sense. If the check's already been complete and it's not a penalty, it's not a penalty. So what has the VAR instructed the referee to do then is to go over to the monitor and check it. And for me, I completely disagree with Owen Hargreaves and Darren Fletcher. It's a stonewall penalty. The ball has hit his fucking hand. The players know the laws and the rules in football. It's handball. That ball hits your hand, it is going to be given as a stonewall penalty. I don't know what Eriksen is doing with his hand in that position. He deep down knows he's in trouble if the ball has hit his hand, which it has. So what then angers me is, who's taking the penalty? for Bayern Munich? Well, obviously it's going to be number 9, Harry Kane, who Man United were apparently after all summer in the transfer window, right? Harry Kane has scored 5 goals in 5 games for Bayern Munich already. Clear indication that Thomas Tuchel got a world-class striker when Manchester United said no. And they didn't want to put all that money and all that investment in Harry Kane to bring him to Manchester United in this summer transfer window. 5 goals in 5 games already for Harry Kane. And it's a clearly up yours to Man United because Harry Kane has converted the penalty, which everyone expects him to do. And Harry Kane then makes it 3-1. And that's another clear up yours to United for messing that up, using financial fair play and using sell to buy bollocks as an excuse not to sanction the Harry Kane deal. It is an absolute disgrace that Harry Kane was allowed to go to Bayern Munich ahead of Manchester United, where Manchester United should have did everything in their power to bring Harry Kane to Old Trafford, as well as Rasmus Hojlund, 2 world-class strikers who can put the ball in the back of the fucking net. Harry Kane would have led Manchester United to success this season if Harry Kane would have been brought. Man United said, no, we're not overspending. You look at his age, he isn't going to offer Manchester United anything going forward long term, and his age isn't on this side. And what United then decided to do would put all our trust in a 20-year-old striker, Rasmus Hojlund. And fair play to Hojlund. Brilliant again tonight. Was fantastic against Arsenal, fantastic against Brighton, and fantastic again tonight. Rasmus Hojlund can hold his head very, very high tonight for getting his debut goal for the club. I'm very happy for him. He's one of my favourite players. But it's just the way we conceded the 3rd goal that I'm very, very annoyed at, because Harry Kane should have been in a United shirt. And it really, really hurt seeing that. It really, really brought back memories thinking, do you know what? This summer was going to be the Harry Kane deal. We were going to get Harry Kane. He was going to end up in a United shirt. And it's not happened. And that's on Manchester United, by the way. That is on Manchester United for not sanctioning it, for using all their bollocks excuses to not sanction the deal when, financial fair play and sell to buy is a complete fucking myth anyway. There was no reason why not Man United couldn't have sanctioned that deal. There was no reason why not United couldn't have signed Harry Kane. The money was there to do it. And him to score for Bayern Munich again, it doesn't surprise me. His goal scoring record speaks for himself. 5 goals in 5 games. I mean, come on. You knew Harry Kane was going to do that for Bayern Munich. You knew goals were guaranteed soon as Kane signed for the club. And United missed a trick there. United missed out on that. And it's on Manchester United for letting that happen. I put the full blame and responsibility on Manchester United not signing Harry Kane, where he could have taken United up to the next fucking level. And it simply didn't happen. And it was very, very disappointing that we didn't do anything about it to prevent him going to Germany. If Kane would have ended up at United, United would have had a better start to the season, and we probably might have won our last 2 or 3 games. But it's 3 defeats on the spin. It's very, very disappointing. It's very frustrating. I'm very angry. I'm disappointed in the players. I'm disappointed the way we're playing. There just doesn't seem to be any positivity around the squad. The morale's on the floor. The players don't look up for it. Are they doing what they did to Mourinho? I think they are. I personally think they are doing what they did to Mourinho. Down tools, and the manager ends up getting the sack. I think that could happen. I'm now putting a bet on that Ten Hag's going to be gone by Christmas, because at this rate, United are nowhere near. After 6 games, we look a mess. We look an absolute mess. And it's embarrassing, it's pathetic, it's shocking that the players have done this yet again to another manager. The Champions League experience has killed them already after 1 game. I mean, you're bottom of the group, and, Copenhagen and Galatasaray, the fellow other 2 teams in our group, in Group A, have already picked up a point. So United are rock bottom already and on a minus goal difference. So it's very, very, disappointing that, it's allowed to happen. And yet I have seen that Take That team are going to be performing at Ashton Gate, which is very, very exciting. I mean, if that's an opportunity to go and watch Take That at Ashton Gate, I'm going to have to do it. And I think, the tickets are probably going to cost the earth, and it's going to be a lot of money. to try and find, basically trying to find the money for it. But yeah, massive shout out to XFrowdy XD in the chat, by the way. Massive Liverpool and Bristol City fan. Went to the game yesterday between City and Plymouth, which we won 4-1, which was a great result. But yeah, it just seems that Manchester United at the moment, it's just very, very... I'm very, very angry. It's very, very soul-destroying that United have done this again, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by the attitude. I'm not surprised at the lack of commitment or the desire, the passion on the heart for those players not to try. And they did give it a go for the first 25, but they took their foot off the gas. And Marcus Rashford, I mean, is formally responsible down to the first goal. He's lost possession, he's lost the ball, and Bayern Munich break on the counter-attack. And Sane plays a 1-2 between him and Harry Kane, and the first goal goes in. I don't know what's happened to Marcus Rashford. Does not look like the same player he was last season. Is he suffering from burnout? Quite clearly, yeah. Burnout existed in Marcus Rashford. Rashford has gone back to the player he was under Solskjaer and Ralph Rangnick, where the lack of attitude, the commitment and desire, and I just don't know what's happened to his game. I mean, he did dump his girlfriend and went off with another woman, so maybe all his desire is towards the girl he's with or the woman he's dating instead of his commitment towards football. And he's not putting any effort he did last season to try because he knows he's got better players around him now to put the ball in the back of the net, and Marcus Rashford doesn't really want to try. And for an England international to not really try for Man United, I mean, 6 games in, Marcus Rashford has done fuck all in a Man United shirt. 6 games and he's done nothing. I mean, this doesn't surprise me. I've never rated Marcus Rashford. I think he's a one-trick pony, a one-hit wonder that everyone got massively overhyped and overexcited about last season. And this season alone has proved that this is the inconsistency of Marcus Rashford's game. On the left wing, he looks terrible. Down the middle, he looks terrible. I think, seriously, it is time to drop Marcus Rashford. I seriously think we need to consider doing something about Marcus Rashford at United, because clearly this is not working. It's not going to work. And if Man United carry on putting trust in the wrong players, they are going to come and bite you on the ass. And it's going to be very, very embarrassing to witness at Manchester United. So in the end, it is what it is. We've lost the game. We've lost badly. We've performed badly. We didn't really put the effort in. I expected the players to be up for it. I thought the players would have been excited by a Champions League campaign, and the players have not really tried to even try and grind a result out. I expected a response, and the response I get is we're going to lose again. I mean, in the last 3 games, we've conceded 10 goals. That is not Manchester United. The team is all over the place. Every position we've got injuries, and it's not helped by, the Aaron Wan-Bissaka news, out for 2 months with a bad hamstring injury. Harry Maguire, not like he's missed anyway because he's fucking useless, out injured again, even though he's hardly kicked a ball for United this season. It's just as a whole that United have got no clue what they're doing. There's this, how are you meant to get excited about poor shit football? And then, to get a goal back to make it 3-2 through Casemiro. I mean, the way he took his goal and a little interactive tiki-taka between Garnacho, Fernandes, Martial, Rashford, and then to Casemiro, and for Casemiro to slide it in with his left foot. You think it's 3-2 and you think, United can come back and clinch a point. But then what happens after that is Bayern go up the other end and let an 18-year-old world-class talent in Tell finish Manchester United off and wins the game comfortably for Bayern Munich. The points are won, the game's won, and Bayern Munich have comfortably won the game. First win of the group stage campaign for them at home at the Allianz Arena in Germany. An 18-year-old striker to slam the ball past Onana. The way he composed himself as an 18-year-old striker who's got world-class, phenomenal talent in his feet and in his legs. I mean, an unbelievable talent, that striker they've got for the backup for the Harry Kane role. The way he took his goal to make it 4-2, it finished United off, and the game we all know was gone. And United couldn't really put any answers in. But then right in the last 92nd, 93rd, 94th minute, we win a free kick on the edge of the box. Fernandes puts it in, and then Casemiro heads the ball in to make it 4-3. You don't think you're relying on hope. You rely on, can we clinch a draw? But then it was the 95th minute. There was only 4 minutes of added on time. And Casemiro, 2 goals in a night, 3rd goal of the season already. You can see where the goals are coming from. The goals aren't coming from the attack. They're not coming from the defence. The goals are coming from the Manchester United midfield. So that's Eriksen already, Fernandes, and 3 for Casemiro. The goals we've scored mostly this season have come through the midfield of Manchester United's midfield 3. Am I surprised this is happening? No, it doesn't surprise me. The reason why we haven't got any goals in the other positions is because United ain't got no quality. And this is why we do not put teams away. This is why we don't win games. This is why we're not clinical enough. And this is why United are struggling to win any points. This is why United can't finish the bigger teams off. This is why United against the smaller teams are having more of a fight than what they want. And then United don't win a game. So you really thought, at 4-3, it was a very, very good game. A 7-goal thriller in Germany. But United have lost again. And where do we go from here? It's going to be difficult because you look at the games we're coming up and we should be winning our next 2 games. I mean, Burnley away, Palace at home in the Cup, Palace at home in the league, and then it's Brentford. It's very, very to pinpoint where United can find any positivity, and that at the moment is there ain't any. The team is burnt out. The team has lost all form of confidence, and we did play well for the first 25 minutes, and to come away with nothing, it's an absolute killer. It is a dagger into the heart. It really is a bit devastating, a bit heartbreaking that we've lost the game. But United were outplayed by a really well played Bayern Munich team. I mean, the quality they've got. I mean, they've lost Sabitzer, Gravenberch, Manuel Neuer, and Bayern Munich look even stronger. I mean, the options off the bench, if you look at United's bench and then you look at Man United, the quality and difference is so easy to tell that you've got a proper manager being backed in Germany, and then you've got Man United, Erik ten Hag, financial fair play myths, sell to buy myths. He hasn't got the quality off the bench to be able to make an impact for the second half. I mean, I thought Garnacho had a bit of a good cameo, but I mean, I don't know what Darren Fletcher and Owen Hargreaves were smoking on TNT Sports thinking Martial had a very, very good impact role in that second half. I don't know what they were smoking, quite frankly, but their comments are massively naive, massively incorrect. I thought Martial was dreadful. I thought Martial offered nothing going forward. We're putting him out on the wing, and then he moves into the striker, putting him out on the wing, putting him in the striker position again. It clearly shows that front 3 ain't got a clue. Garnacho, Martial, and Rashford kept switching, and then he switched again, and then he switched again. That front 3 is awful. That fucking front 3 at United is absolutely dreadful. Garnacho is meant to be the next Ronaldo, next Viva Garnacho. He running down the wing here, United sing. What's Garnacho done in the first 6 games? And this is why he's on the bench. I think he's more focused on his girlfriend's pregnancy than what he's focused on his football, which he's got absolutely right to be, because I have a lot of respect for women and a lot of respect for everybody. But I don't see these players focusing. And that's what really pisses me off, that these players are not focused. There is something preventing what we all want to see in this Manchester United to win. What is that prevention? I don't actually know. I don't know what is preventing Manchester United from winning. I don't know what is holding these players back. Is it the tactics? Is it what we're doing in training? Or is it are they doing what they did to Mourinho? Are they? If they're doing what they did to Mourinho and they're fighting amongst themselves and the manager and they're throwing all their toys out the pram, you need to sell the whole team, because you do not want players being the big I am and being the big egotistic players that they think they are, and they think they're world beaters, and they think they're all God's gift, and they think they're phenomenal world-class footballers. I'm sorry, I don't want that at Manchester United. I do not want that anywhere near this club because it only makes the situation 10 times worse than what it already is. And United are in a mess. Everything is spiralling out of control. And we haven't got the players in addition to make that starting 11 any great. I mean, the midfield's getting overrun still. The defence is at 6s and 7s. And then the attack, you're basically relying on scraps. The only talent you've got up front is Rasmus Højlund. I mean, you paid 73 million on a 20-year-old shoulders and the world's on him already. And he took his goal. Very, very good. Great for him. He's got his first goal for Manchester United. He's going to be happy. But the players know that performance was dreadful. That first half, I mean, they collapsed after the 28th minute. Absolutely caved in. Absolutely caved in. And the response was nothing that surprised me. There wasn't any response. There was tired legs, fatigued, drained out, worn out, burnt out. Those United players don't look up for it this season. And it surprises me because we did well last season. I think Ten Hag, has he lost the dressing room? Has he lost the players? Potentially. Has the players they've got now not any good? Have some of these players and the system Ten Hag played last season, has it been worked out? Has Ten Hag been worked out by every opposition manager? And I think they have. I think the opposition last season didn't see Manchester United a threat. And as soon as we won a trophy, got top 4, got Champions League football, everyone shat the bed, they shat their pants and realised, oh shit, we should have taken Man United a lot more seriously. We should have put better performances into their matches and we could have come away with their games with points and wins or draws from. And they didn't work it out. And now Ten Hag's system of play has been figured out. You look at it now, season two, nightmare. We've only won 2 games in our first 4, in our first 6. That's fucking worrying. That is relegation form. That is a bottom of the table, mid-table championship team fighting relegation. That was how bad that United team were tonight. They were embarrassing at times to watch and listen and watch them play. It was extremely, extremely unfair the way this club is treating the fans, the supporters, everything around the ownership, the uncertainty regarding the future. Will Sir Jim Ratcliffe or the Qataris buy the club? We need clarification now because this is holding everyone back. It's causing the fans anxiety. It's causing the fans depression. It is causing them nightmares at the moment because at the moment there's just nothing that clarifies that Man United are on the up. And we aren't on the up. I thought we'd make progress, but 6 games in and I'm fed up already. I'd rather the season end now because I just don't trust anyone in that club to fix this. The only person I'm trusting is the manager. I'm backing Ten Hag all the way. But eventually, push will come to shove if results don't start picking up in these next 2-3 games. United could face a season where it's Europa League football next season. No trophies have been won. And we fall off the cliff again. Does anybody want to go through that again? No. The fans and supporters are already going through enough. And then, as soon as I saw the team selection, and we'll move on to that, the only 2 players I'm going to be firmly awarding any credit this evening, any credit, who actually tried and actually gave a shit to try and get Man United back, to try and get a result from somewhere. The only 2 players that influenced Manchester United at all tonight was Rasmus Højlund and Sergio Reguilón. These 2 are the only players that are trying. And Sergio Reguilón is a left-back. He has done more for Manchester United in 2 games than what he's done with Luke Shaw and Malacia at left-back. Sergio Reguilón has done more than those 2 put together. Everyone was slating him against Brighton, and they're going to slate him again tonight. He was the only one that got in the box and bombed down in a left-back position and put decent crosses into the box for strikers to put the ball in the net. Sergio Reguilón was bombing inside the Bayern Munich penalty area, trying to create goals and chances for our strikers. He was the only one trying to influence a result. I was against signing Sergio Reguilón. I hold my bloody hands up. But 2 games in, this guy's your left back. This is what a left back should have been doing. he was treated badly at Real Madrid and Atletico and Sevilla and Real Madrid and Tottenham and Sevilla. He was treated badly by Postecoglou at Tottenham. He was hung out to dry by his Spurs teammates. He was put in the reserves because apparently he's not good enough. We don't want him here. I hope Tottenham are regretting that now. I really hope they're regretting it because Sergio Reguilón's world class. I'm sorry. He needs to be made permanently next summer. Sergio Reguilón, I would sanction a permanent transfer in January. I would sign him up because he's doing more than what any of those other United players are doing to try and get in the box and create chances. His tackling ability, his running ability, his defensive work. He's the only one trying. And it's really shocking because he's a bloody left back. You don't expect that. And Reguilón's proving me wrong. I really wanted Cucurella from Chelsea. I was really excited when we were getting linked and the deal was close. But Sergio Reguilón's come in and he's hit the ground running. And that has surprised me. But against Bayern tonight, I thought he was phenomenal. I thought he was very, very good. I thought, bloody hell, look at the quality Reguilón's got. And yeah, he made one bad mistake. And that was it. But we soon won the ball back and he gained back position and he gained the ball back from the mistake that he made. No other United player does that. Not any other Manchester United player goes back and corrects their own mistake. Not one of them's doing it except Sergio Reguilón. And that for me was, wow, that was a wake-up moment. That was for me, this is your guy you need at left back. This is the player you need going forward long term. He's got age on his side. He's got the ability on his side. Reguilón needs to be a full-time starter in this team permanently because he's a world-class left back. He was treated badly by his ex-clubs. I know they're all licking their sorry little wounds for letting him go because they're going to look at that impact and they're thinking, shit, we'll let a good player go. I thought Reguilón was very, very good. And so was Rasmus Højlund for taking his goal. His ability with the ball, the way he takes goals with his left foot because that's his strongest position, his stronger foot. And the way his body strength is. Teams are shitting themselves when they see Højlund in that team sheet. They are bricking it as soon as Højlund is anywhere near the United lineup because they know his body strength is phenomenal. I cannot believe the strength and quality in his body strength that guy's got. People saying Rasmus Højlund's not going to have an impact. He isn't going to be the next Erling Haaland. 3 games against Brighton, Arsenal and Bayern Munich. And to take a goal the way he did and the way he controlled the back four with his body positioning and his body strength, we've not seen something like that since Ruud van Nistelrooy. We've really not. We've not seen that. We've not seen that type of player that can fight off the opposition back four centre-backs, the left back and the right back. We haven't seen anything like that. We haven't seen a striker like that since then. Even RVP to an extent, Robin van Persie. We've not seen a striker like that in Rasmus Højlund for years. That is the missing piece of that midfield puzzle down the middle. Højlund is the answer for the striking position. And he's going to go on and score a lot of goals now because that first goal is going to give him the world of confidence that he knows he can finally put the ball in the net. And he's very young. He's only 20. But he was very, very a good player tonight against Bayern. And this is why I've given Rasmus Højlund and Sergio Reguilón my man of the match award, because at the end of the day, they did more in that 90 minutes than what some of those players did again tonight. And that's concerning that those two are putting in a lot more effort than some of the others. But I'm not surprised by their impact. I'm really not now. Højlund and Reguilón were amazing against Brighton and made instant impacts. And they've done it again tonight. I think Reguilón could offer goals because he nearly scored. He nearly created a chance of Palestri and Højlund as well. So, and then you saw the connection between Rashford and then Reguilón. Rashford, his game is being brought the best out of because Reguilón's at left back. Luke Shaw can't do that. Malacia can't do that. We always play the ball back. But the only negative we've got, and we did this under Van Gaal, has anyone noticed when we're trying to counter-attack and we've got the ball forward, did anyone count how many passes we made backwards towards our own goal tonight? Did anyone notice how many backward passes were being played and being made by that United team? It was quite shocking. We did this under Van Gaal. We kept playing the ball backwards all the time. We kept playing the ball back every time we got on the counter-attack. Rashford was doing that a lot. Fernandes was doing that a lot. Casemiro and Eriksen were doing that a lot. So was Martinez. So was Lindelof. So was Diego Dalot. A lot of them tonight were very poor. I thought Onana was awful. Diego Dalot, Victor Lindelof, Lisandro Martinez, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Eriksen, Martial, Pellistri, Rashford, Scott McTominay, Garnacho. There are a lot of players that you can't put your trust in now. And it's worrying that, we've got all these players here and they can't play as a team. But what annoyed me also that, one, you see all these training photos of Amrabat's in training, Mount's in training, Varane's in training. If they're in training and they're back fully fit and they're fine and they're doing the physical and mental work in training behind the scenes at Carrington, why are they not on the team? Why are they not on that team tonight? Because we could have done with Mount tonight. We could have done with Varane tonight. We could have done with Amrabat tonight. Where are they? Where are they? Why are they not on the team? Oh, they're not fully fit yet, but yet they're back in training. Make that make any sense to you as a United fan? They're back in training, they're fit, and they're ready to play. But they're not in the squad. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Either we'll try not to rush them back, or Ten Hag doesn't rate these. It's getting to that point now. It's getting to that point. Either Ten Hag does not rate them, doesn't want them, or they're not fit. If those three are not in the game for Saturday against Burnley, away from home, then I don't understand what's going on, because we could have done with the quality of Varane in that back line. We could have done with Wan-Bissaka back there at right back, even though I don't rate Wan-Bissaka or Diego Dalot. We could have done with Mason Mount. We could have done with Amrabat in the midfield. We could have done with Sancho. We could have done with Anthony, because did everyone see all that group of United fans and United supporters? And they all know who they are, all on other channels and on Twitter, blue tick people, specialists who've got in the know sources about the takeover, that the Qataris are going to win and all that bullshit. Has anyone noticed how crap Pellistri was tonight? And people were so desperately wanting Pellistri to play. Absolutely dreadful. What a waste of fucking money signing Pellistri. He is absolutely dog shit. He was awful. We need Pellistri on the right wing. He can get the ball forward. He can put the ball into the box. Yeah, he had Alphonso Davies to deal with, and he also had Leroy Sané. Yeah, that worked well, didn't it? And Conrad Lema. Yeah, that was a really, really good decision playing Pellistri. Yeah, very good. Very well done. That doesn't work. Pellistri is trash. I'm sorry. All this hype he's been getting, that he's going to be the next big thing, the next big talent, the next big player to come out of the club. Wake up. Seriously, wake up. Pellistri is dreadful. He was awful tonight. How that guy played 90 fucking minutes in the United shirt. There are big decisions not being made here. Pellistri is not the fucking answer. I'm sorry. Get rid in January or sell him or loan him. He is not the answer. We need Anthony and Sancho back on that right wing. I know Anthony is still on absence and leaves because of the allegations he's facing. Sancho has thrown his toys out like the little sorry baby he is, because he's thrown his toys out the pram because he thinks he's bigger than the club, bigger than the manager, and bigger than his teammates. And apparently Sancho was actually playing FIFA, streaming it on YouTube tonight. So if Jadon Sancho's out there, mate, get your ass off YouTube, stop streaming, mate, and be the professional player you were brought in to be for Man United. You're meant to be an example to people for the future to play, who admire you, who look up to you, who want to play football professional at a high level. And you're meant to be setting an example. You're streaming on YouTube playing FIFA. Yeah, you're totally committed, aren't you? Very, very committed. Very, very committed. That shows the loyalty of a Man United footballer. I'm going to sit on YouTube and I'm going to stream FIFA while my teammates are trying to win their Champions League group game against Bayern Munich. I think I know what's a bit more important here, Jadon. I think, stop throwing your toys out the pram. Stop being the sorry little baby you have been since you've been at the club. So apologise to your teammates, apologise to the manager, apologise to the fans, apologise to supporters, because you've got no right acting the way you have. And we've lost the game because you and Anthony have basically fucked up behind the scenes again, literally. So we've lost the game. We've lost 4-3 to Bayern Munich. We've lost our first group stage of the phases game away in Germany. Tell has won it, Bayern Munich in the end. We deserve to lose. We got outplayed, outfought, outplayed. We were literally played off the park again. 3 defeats in a row in all competitions. 10 goals scored, conceded in the last 3 games. 3 defeats in a row. It's not looking very good, is it? It's looking very, very bad for Manchester United at the moment. There's no positive. There's no motivation. There's no confidence. At the moment, there's no positive regarding this club. The only way is up, they say in life. Yeah, regarding Man United, the only way is down. And things are about to get a lot worse before they get better. And they always say that in life. Things get a lot worse before they get a lot better. Yeah, that sounds very, very positive, doesn't it? So, yeah, we've lost, but we've got to try and move on. And we've got the Burnley on Saturday, which we now desperately need to win. But we're not going to. So, hey-ho. So, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Please keep subscribing to the channel, United Red Devils 20 on YouTube for more Fortnite, Hogwarts Legacy, Kingdom Hearts 4, FIFA 23, EA Sports FC 24, more previews, more match reactions coming right throughout the rest of 2023 on United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. We are so close to 900 subs now. So please keep subscribing if you're new. You're all welcome on this channel, on this community, and on this journey together. As a family, as a community, as a channel, please keep subscribing. And then, yeah, please join me for the preview tomorrow, the Premier League preview for the away game against Burnley on Saturday evening. 6th game of the Premier League season, the 23-24 season. We've got the preview for Man United's away game against Burnley tomorrow afternoon. So please join me for that, where somehow we've got to try and find some positive for Man United to talk about in a preview against Burnley, who have been a joke since they've been back in the Prem. Hope you get relegated, get back down to the Championship and stay where you belong, Burnley, because you're shit. Enjoy the rest of Wednesday evening. Stay safe, be nice, be kind to each other. You're all legends, you're all legendary. Thanks for watching. Fuck's sake, United.